welcome to the world of colors. I'm Colors. This morning we're going to make Mr. Dickens. It's a very easy gnome, and the purpose of this video is to be very informative about different ways that we get the materials and things to make our gnomes, to help out people that have no idea where maybe to get the fur or how to cut it. We're going to go over that today. So this is Mr. Dickens. He's very cute, easy to make. He'd be great for, make a lot of them for a craft show or make them for yourself. I'm going to keep a couple for myself. And when I get my materials pushed away from in front of me and you come back, we'll get started. And make sure to watch the whole video because I'll be telling you different things along the way that'll be very helpful in your missing a word here, in your endeavor to make a gnome. A lot of people tell me that they just can't make a gnome, but today we're gonna cover things that is gonna make it possible for you to do that. So what we're gonna use today is these. We'll start with these wired garland ties that you can get at Dollar Tree. We're just going to use one in this package, but they're from Dollar Tree, and a good thing to pick a few of those up at the beginning of the season every year because they have a lot of uses. And then we're going to use these little shoes. Aren't they adorable? Little plaid tartan Christmas shoes. I got these on Amazon. They come 2 in a package, and we'll be talking more about those in a little bit. And I need to have you paint up 3 1.5-inch wood balls, and you just glue them to a stir stick and paint them up and just pop them off when you need to use them. That's the easiest way to paint them. And then you want to paint them with this a color similar to this terracotta color by Tesser's Craft Paints that Rust-Oleum makes. If you can find this, get this in the terracotta color. It's really pretty. And then for your fleece, you want an 8 by 12-inch piece of green fleece for the body, and then 6 by 6 piece of red fleece for the cape, and 2 3 by 5 pieces for the arms in the green. And then we have this top hat from Dollar Tree, and we're going to use one of these checked bows from Dollar Tree. There's usually 6 on here. I've already used all of them, but I have 1 left for this project. And then we're going to use 4 rubber bands and 4 one-ply jute ties to go over the rubber bands. We're going to use a 3 by 3.5-inch wide, 3.5-inch wide by 3 inches long beard. And I'm going to show you in a few minutes how to cut the beard if you don't know how to do that. We're going to go over that. And then you're going to need your flat marbles, your polyester fiber fill, and that's what we're going to use today to make him. But also today we're going to be talking about many things that we do to get our supplies together to make these. So I'll be right back with you and we'll get started. The first thing you want to do is take out your 8 by 12 piece of fleece for the body. I've got red on the body on this one here, and I'm going to put green on the body on this one. I want some different colored ones. And so we're going to go ahead and glue the 8-inch end. Just put your glue along the edge. Like that. And then glue that together. I'm going to let that set up a couple minutes. Now you get your fleece, or I get mine at Joann's, And I like to get it when it's on sale for sometimes 40–50% off. Right now it's 40% off. And I get a couple yards at a time of each color. And that's where I get my supply of fleece. So I wanted to let you know that. And I'll be right back when this is set up. It's all set up, and you want to take it and gather the end together like this. We're going to gather it all together on the end and then fasten it with a rubber band. Like that. It's only going to take 4 rubber bands to do this gnome today. That's how easy it is. 4 rubber bands. So do it like that. And then you tie it with this jute that I got at Walmart's. This 1-ply jute came from Dollar Tree. And you get a lot of it for your $1.25. The 3-ply jute I get at Walmart. You get that tied off. We're putting this 1-ply jute on top of every time we put a rubber band on, because I guess the rubber bands fail after a year or 2 maybe, and it would destroy your project. So you want to make sure you put that extra piece on there. Now the next thing you want to do is to fill this. We're going to put some marbles in there, and then we're going to fill it with polyester fiber fill. About like that. I'll put a few more in there. And then you want to fill it with the polyester fiber fill. And I wanted to tell you about that. If you're only going to make a few gnomes, you don't know if you're going to like to make gnomes, and you just want to experiment a little bit and see if you like to do it. You can go to Walmart and you can buy a cheap pillow, an inexpensive pillow, I should say, there for a few dollars, and have a lot of stuffing in it, and be able to make quite a few gnomes with that pillow with stuffing. And that's a good idea if you're just getting started, so you don't have to buy such a big container of the polyester fiber fill. Now I'm just going to pull it all together here and use another one of my rubber bands and fasten this off for the body. Sometimes I use socks for the body, and sometimes I use the fleece. A lot of times I use the fleece anymore, because I can use what colors I want and how big I want. That's how it looks. That's the body. So what we want to do is take the boots. Now I got these boots at Amazon, and they come 2 in a package like this. And one's a little bit more red and the other one's a little bit more green. And they're kind of expensive. It was $14 for this package of 2 pair of boots, but they're really cute. So they're winter boots, ornaments, Christmas tree, plaid tartan lodge is what it says about them on there, if you want to look them up on Amazon. And then I wanted to tell you that you don't have to spend that much on your boots. Here's 3 pair of boots. They're all Christmas tree ornaments. And this pair I got at Joann's for $3.33, because if you bought 1 pair, you got 2 pair for free. They're really cute. You could use those in this project. These 2 pair here I got at Walmart for $2.48 a pair, and you could use those in this project as well. So that gives you some more ideas on the little boots. And then is what I want to do is take and glue the body to the boots like that. So what we're going to do is put some glue around the top of the boots. not real close to the edge because we don't want it to ooze out. Put it on like that. Just try to get the middle down on there like that. And I'm going to apply some pressure on that and let it set up for a few minutes. So now that we have that glued on, the body's glued onto the boots, we want to take our paint stir stick and pop off one of our wooden knobs. They are little knobs. And I order these knobs on Amazon. You get about 30 of them in the 1-inch size for $9.99. And as you go up, this is 1.5 inches. They're a little bit, it goes up $1 or $2 when you go up in size. And you get this box with some wood knobs in it that last you quite a while. I'm putting the nose here in the middle of the stub right there. Middle of the shoes down there. And I'm going to have to let that set up as well. The next thing we're going to do is make the arms. So you want to take out your 2 3x5 pieces of green fleece. I've made one arm up and this is what they look like. I'm going to take my glue gun, which I wanted to tell you about the glue gun while I'm making this arm. This is a Gorilla glue gun that has 2 temperatures to it, and I use it on the low temperature, and it's a lot easier to use than a glue gun that has no temperatures on it, just is hot. So you want to get the low temperature glue gun, and they sell them at Walmart. They're like $7 or $8. They're orange, these ones that I use, these Gorillas. And that's a really good tip to get that. So I'm going to let this arm set up and I'll be right back with you. So I turn the arm in the right side out again, and then I'm just filling it with some polyester fiberfill. So I just need to put a little bit more here in the end. That's pretty good there. And then we'll take our rubber band and fasten the end up. Like that, and then tie it with our 1-ply jute. Like that. And then the other end we want to pop a wood knob off the stir stick and go ahead and glue that on for the hand. I glue that right in like that. I'll let that set up, and I'll take the other arm that I have finished, and we'll get that glued right half over on the stub on the back. We're going to put the arm. So we'll get some glue on there. Put it half over, leaving room for the other arm here. So I'm going to let that set up, and I'm going to put the other arm on, and then I'll be right back with you. Next we have the arms on, all glued on, and we want to take now the 6x6 piece of red fleece for the cape, and we want to fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, and then cut out the size of a quarter out of that corner there, like that. And then just put it over the stub and the nose. The points come out here on the arms. Like that. Just leave that like that. And the next thing we're going to do is glue the beard right onto here. So I'm going to get the beard out, but what I want to do is I want to show you how to cut a beard real quick. So if you come down here on the table here, I've got some fur. If they can catch me on camera down here. Is what you want to do is make sure your fur is going in the right direction here. We'll just use this corner. You want to cut on the back. I'm using a cutting board so it doesn't hurt my table. And I'm using a X-Acto knife that I got at Dollar Tree. It comes in a package with this handle and about 5 different tips. I like this tip the best. And I just come down here on the side like this. And then you want to cut across. Especially if it's a new X-Acto knife, you want to be very gentle so that you don't cut through the fur. Like that. And just pull it off. And you see how what happened was you got this very natural beard. It's not cut off blunt like that. You can pull it out for the mustache. It's just a nice piece to use for your beard and your mustache. So you just go down and over very gently from the back. And you always measure on the back how big the piece is. You don't measure all the way down to the hairline. You measure just the back here. Okay, so that we'll get back to what we're doing over here. Now we're going to put the beard on. It's 3 inches long by 3.5 inches wide. You want to take it and make a 1-inch slit down the middle of it so it can go up around the nose like that. The other thing I wanted to tell you about the fur is you can order rolls of fur on Amazon, 2 inches or 4 inches, depending on how big you want your beard, and just roll it out and cut it. And if you're just going to make a few gnomes, or you want to see if you like making gnomes, that would be a good starting place rather than buy a great big yard or half a yard or whatever. Get that roll. They come in different colors. So I got that glued on. And his mustache kind of, if you can see here, it kind of comes down. It really doesn't go out very far. It's just all comes down like that. And the next thing that we can do is go ahead and put his hat on. We're just going to glue that right on the top like that. Isn't that cute? I'm going to take this hanger off. Just pull that out like that. And then we're going to put some glue on the bottom of this hat. Want a little bit more like that. And then just glue that right on the top. And I'll let that set up. So the next thing we need to do is glue down the arms a little bit. He's going to be holding the wreath. So you just want to put a little glue on there and hold it down on both sides. See if I can, I know you can't see me right on that side, but get him, there we go. Now I've got it glued down like this. We're going to put the wreath in the middle. I took some firm holding hairspray to style his beard. You want to use that firm holding hairspray, and when you do, spray the wood knobs that are the nose and the hands now, and that'll give it the shine. The hairspray gives it the shine, so you don't have to buy an extra product. I wanted to tell you about the flat marbles. You can get the flat marbles at the home store. If you have a home store in your area, the home store has 2.5 pound canisters of the marbles for maybe, $4 or $5. You get 2.5 pounds, which is a really good price for them, and you don't have to buy them in such bulk. Just a small amount to see how many you're going to need. And the acrylic paint, craft paint, you can get that in a lot of places, and you just want to kind of match up the colors that I'm using if you want to use my colors, or go ahead and pick out whatever color you want to use. And in a moment, we're going to go ahead and make the wreath. You just want to take your evergreen tie from the Dollar Tree and just wrap it around in a circle as big as you think you want the wreath to be, and then just keep wrapping these inside it. Like that. And then take the bow. Actually we'll glue this on. Trim those off and glue this on. So now we have a little wreath. And I just want to glue it in between his hands here. Bring it up a little bit like that. So I'm going to put the glue right on there. I'm going to hold that side, and then I'm going to glue the other side, and I'll be right back. Well, Mr. Dickens is all finished. I hope you enjoyed today's project and tips. If you liked it, make sure to like. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.